This is Tony.
And this is Pam.
And welcome to Back to Basics Weight Loss Surgery channel. Today we're going to talk about protein and the things that we eat and our top 10 protein choices. I think we actually have a little more than 10 choices, but actually what we're going to do today is sort of walk you through various meals that we eat, you know, for breakfast, for dinner, for snacks, for lunch, those types of things. So it might be a slight twist on what the original question was, but hey, this is what we're doing.
We're going to talk about our go-to protein foods, what we choose first, and whether that's changed at all from the time we first had surgery to now, whatever stage we are in our journey. So I'm going to start. Here we go.
Start with breakfast.
Breakfast. As many of you bandsters know, breakfast can be difficult for us. I start my day with a hot liquid to prime my band, get my band going, drink some water, and then usually around 9:30 I'm able to eat breakfast. And eggs. I start with eggs. As a bandster, liquid eggs work the best. These are from Trader Joe's because I'm a Trader Joe's whore. These work the best, and I throw various things in here. Usually cheese. Once upon a time, I was the biggest cheese whore in the weight loss surgery community. Yes, I was. But those of you who follow my journey on my channel know that I've been thrown off of the dairy bandwagon. So now I'm on goat cheese. So goat cheese goes in my eggs. But Tony...
Now, I've actually learned to, not learned to like, there's a lot of, we found some really good goat cheeses at our farmer's market. So it's kind of expensive, but it's actually pretty good.
So's being sick.
Yeah, well, so's being sick. So, yeah, the goat cheese is actually pretty good. Now, I prefer to have real eggs.
He doesn't know, but on Saturdays he doesn't get real eggs. He just thinks he does.
I count these eggs. Anyway, we tend to get brown eggs, cage-free brown eggs, and grain-fed. Yeah, and so she'll mix these together, and it's kind of the best of both worlds, I think, something like that.
Maybe, maybe not. Sometimes not.
Yeah. Now, for breakfast, I really tend to still stick with yogurt. I like Faye. She's a Chobani girl when she did eat yogurt. But yeah, I tend to have Faye with a little bit of granola in it. This one in particular happens to have strawberry, but I usually have the slightly larger tub with the plain, with a little bit of granola in it. And that usually is breakfast for me. Now we both love a little bacon here, so this is maple bacon.
Now, let me preface. We like honey maple bacon.
Yeah.
We like to be woken up on a Saturday with the smell of honey maple bacon cooking.
Yeah, that's...
Not by myself.
I cook. Yes. I'm a man who cooks, occasionally. At least breakfast. Hey, I've made some dinners too.
Yes, he has. And he makes dessert.
Hey. Anyway, so yeah, we'll usually have bacon. It's not an everyday thing. Usually it's a weekend thing when there's more time. Running out the door, you know, it's a cup of coffee, some yogurt. She might make some nectar shakes or something like that, and that usually sums up breakfast.
This is the only kind of protein powder that I like is Cintrex nectar. Many people have heard me say I live on the fuzzy navel. The fuzzy navel I can mix with Diet Peach Snapple and just put it in a blender bottle and mix it. This is right here is roadside lemonade. I usually stick 1 drop in of Diet Snapple raspberry lemonade with this and blend it with some strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries. and it's a powerhouse antioxidant shake for me first thing in the morning. That's another go-to protein food.
Now also, I am a coffee drinker, so this is my click. This one is vanilla latte. So I can do this in the morning for a little caffeine boost, and but honestly what I tend to do is actually have this more for an afternoon snack. I'll throw in some ice. We have a Ninja. I work from home a lot of the time too, so I usually have all these things at my disposal during the workday. But I'll have some Click with some ice, make myself a Click smoothie. It's really good. It's 15 grams of protein and 120 calories. I'm mixing it with water anyway. So that is breakfast slash snack sometimes. It pulls dual duty for me. All right, let's move into sort of snack time. Now for me,
Mr. Snacks a lot.
Yeah, I like some snacks. I like nuts, really. Nuts are my go-to snack of choice. So here I've got some pistachios. More often than not, it's peanuts. She'll tell you that there's always like a bowl with some peanut shells in it.
Yeah, just
it's
laying
really
around
nice.
the house.
Now we both like pumpkin seeds.
Yes, we do.
These happen to be from a place in Washington State called CB's Nuts, but we really prefer the Trader Joe's pumpkin seeds. They're really good. They're lightly salted, pretty cost effective, but unfortunately they're not being sold in Trader Joe's until August, so we've been told.
So we only have a few weeks to wait.
Yeah, so we'll be back on pumpkin seeds soon. So like I was saying, I like to eat nuts, peanuts, pumpkin seeds, and pistachios. Another thing that we'll tend to do is steak strips or beef jerky. Various flavors:
jerky.
Turkey jerky, beef jerky, bison jerky, ostrich jerky, kind of jerky. Yeah, jerky. Yeah. Especially if we're going out to things like for a hike or to a baseball game or something like that. It's really easy and convenient to take along. And if you get in a situation where you're in a jam and you really don't have any, bariatric friendly foods, jerky is always a really great standby. Let's see. Another thing, the PB2 products, I'll tend to incorporate these. I'll make smoothies for a snack, sometimes with PB2, a little bit of vanilla yogurt, a dash of milk, and a squirt of Hershey's chocolate.
Or you can use Torani sugar-free syrups.
Or you can use the Torani, yes.
Tony likes the PB2, but let's just face it, people. I like the real thing. I am a Skippy girl, but Tony likes Jif. And these are easy because they're the to-go packs. So if I have a Granny Smith or a Red Delicious Apple, I can cut those up and dip it into the little one. But truth be told, I can take a spoon and just have some Skippy, and I'm a happy girl. It's quick, it's easy.
Yeah. Or also, I use these smoothies, these kefir smoothies. Kefir.
Sally, you can find these in England. They're huge.
The other nice thing about these is that they have probiotics. As sleevers, I don't know about bandsters, but sometimes kind of get locked up like Lindsay Lohan. So
I think we all do.
This kind of helps along with the probiotics, and it's a smoothie, and it's got like 11 grams of protein in it. So it's convenient, it's easy, it's fairly tasty. Now honestly, I'll put a little bit of Truvia, like 1 packet of Truvia in this to sort of sweeten it up a little bit. It can be a little bitter depending on your tastes. Okay, so we did snacks. Lunch, I think we both tend to just take leftovers from dinner for the most part. So
Because Tony likes to cook for an army and it's only the two of us.
Well, yeah. So we're going to skip lunch since we don't really do lunch too much.
Nah. We can do lunch.
We can do lunch?
Me?
Oh, yeah.
I take salads
She
to
does.
work a lot. Just because it's easy, it's convenient. But to put in my salad, you all know if you have a salad, you still have to have protein in it. I love these Starkist tuna packs, or whoever else makes tuna. I can't remember off the top of my head. Chicken of the Sea. This one is herb and garlic. But I usually do the plain low sodium one because they have more protein. This one just has 13 for this pouch. But the plain low sodium one has 18. Or the salmon, this little pouch of salmon is 70 calories and 13 grams of protein. Take one of these and I can put it on my salad. Also in my salad, I usually cut up some, you guessed it, goat cheese. And now that it's summer, I throw strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, any kind of berries that I have go in there. Just kind of make it more fibrous, and it sticks with me longer. It makes me to the, 4 to 5 hours till we have dinner. So
She hooks it up, really. I'm not a big salad eater, but I always like steal some of her salad when she makes it. So.
Oh, and sometimes I sprinkle walnuts, flaxseed, pecans, sunflower seeds. All that pumps up your protein content when you make a salad. And again, all those things are added fiber plus your protein, so that helps things move. Moving on out.
All right, now can we talk about dinner?
Let's talk about dinner.
Let's talk about dinner.
We like to make dinner. I make dinner. Just putting it out there.
She does. Occasionally I do, but she's really
Occasionally.
dinner. Actually, she makes dinner so good that my dad likes to come over and have dinner with us. So.
And we send him home with a nice big bag of leftovers.
Yeah. So let's see, dinner. I think we're sort of typical bariatric folks. It's poultry and fish for the most part. So we've got ground turkey.
Ground turkey. We live on ground turkey. I lived on turkey burgers when I was first banded. They were a staple in my diet for the first year. You come to our house, there's always a lot of ground turkey. I use ground turkey when I make chili for us. I use ground turkey if I make stuffed peppers. I use ground turkey pretty much in place of ground beef. Ground beef as a bandster doesn't work for me, so therefore I use ground turkey, and you really can't tell the difference.
Oh. Turkey sort of
really
absorbs all the flavors of what's around it. And
right, and this that I'm holding in my hand is actually the honeysuckle white, and it's Italian style. I used this to make taco salad on 4th of July, and it added a little kick to it. Chicken. I can throw chicken in a crock pot with something, and we're good to go for a good week with different foods. But chicken is also a staple in our house.
Now, we also have pretty much figured out that chicken breast for both of us can be a little bit difficult to deal with unless it is crock potted and shredded and really, really, really moist. So now that it's grilling season, which I do most of the grilling.
Yes, he does.
We've decided to sort of go with chicken thighs. The dark meat tends to be a little bit juicier, and it doesn't dry out quite as much. So chicken thighs, they do have boneless, skinless chicken thighs in the store. And if you don't mind the dark meat, it's a really nice alternative to still have some moisture in the chicken and still get your grill on. So we do use chicken thighs as well as chicken breast.
And as Tony said, we eat a lot of fish in our house. Fish has always been a staple ever since I was banded. Watch out, it's open. Shrimp and scallops. These scallops from Costco. If you have a Costco by you, get these shrimp scallops because these suckers are huge.
And they're really good.
And I can just throw these in a pan with a little bit of white wine and some olive oil, a little bit of spices, and we're good to go. Same thing with shrimp. You can do just about anything with shrimp. grill some of these up. You can just have them plain. I cut them up for salads.
Or boil them up and put some Old Bay in it.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much anything. Also, your white fishes are going to be your fish that are, this is mahi-mahi. Mahi-mahi to me does not have a big flavor to it. So I usually take these and marinate them in something all day, and then by the time we go to eat them or Tony grills them, they contain the moisture and they don't dry out. I think the one Sunday I marinated them in teriyaki sauce.
They're good. For
the entire day, and by the time Tony grilled them and we had them, they were still very moist. I tend to eat more along the line of tilapia, halibut, swordfish, your white fishes, and for one fillet of this is about anywhere from 21 to 23 grams, so you're really kicking up your protein when you have white fish. So that's just an FYI and why you should eat fish. Not to mention that it's good for your heart, it's high in protein, it's the best thing for you. What else we also eat, and Tony did not eat things like this before I came into his life. Quinoa, we're huge, I love quinoa because it is high in protein. Yes, you're gonna get more calories when you eat quinoa, but quinoa is a whole grain food, so it's high in protein, moderate calories, moderate carb, but it's good for you. Again, it's good for your body, moves things along. Seeds of Change is the one brand that I go to. They actually have a 90-second in the microwave bags, but we've eaten all of those. So this was all we had left, was one that was in the box, but this still you can put in the microwave and cook, and it doesn't take very long. But the Seeds of Change has all kinds of different ones. They have a Mexican rice that I use to make our stuffed peppers with. This right here is the whole grain blend with quinoa and wild rice. Again, we eat a lot of quinoa. What else we eat as I throw it around the room? Beans. I make white chicken chili and I make regular chili, and we always have a pantry full of various kinds of beans.
Right. And or chili.
When I don't make a huge crock pot of chili,
yeah,
he reverts to the can.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are higher in protein and fiber, so that's always important.
And speaking of chili, for if we're out and about and there's a Wendy's nearby, Wendy's tends to be our go-to for protein. We'll eat the Wendy's chili.
Absolutely.
That's you know, usually pretty easy. You can also eat it while you're driving at 80 miles an hour.
And he's done it. I've seen it. Tony prefers actual beef steak. I do not. I am a bison girl. Tony never had bison before I came into his life, and I introduced him to bison, and what did I tell you? You don't need a steak knife. All you need is a butter knife.
It's true.
And,
it's very good.
I proved it. Bison is lower in fat and much higher in protein. I believe this little thing of bison has about 28 grams of protein, and actually this little one right here, you see how small that is? That is not large at all. That will feed both of us because it's that, they're thick, they're juicy. I don't have to marinate these in anything. They stay, they retain it. There's so much less fat in bison than there is in a regular beef steak that these are actually my preferred. As Banster, these go down so much more easy. I have problems with steak, so this is my go-to.
Now, the only thing is that it's very expensive.
Yes, it's not cheap.
We were able to find that bison steak at our local farmer's market for this little thing here is, I don't know, 6 ounces, and it was $8.99 for the 6 ounces. So doing some quick math, that's, yeah, it's still $20-some a pound. But Whole Foods is about $30 a pound at Whole Foods.
He had a heart attack the first time I brought it home to grill, and he saw on the package how much I paid for it. And as I reminded him, it's only a once-a-month thing.
Yeah, yeah. But it's good, though. It's very, very good.
And this was, when we bought this at our farmer's market, this is from a local Missouri farm. So support your farmer's market and your local farmers.
Right. So that's pretty much the things that we eat, our go-to foods. We hope it's been informative for you. And hey, we always like to tell you that we appreciate you, and we appreciate your positive feedback, your reviews, your comments, your response videos, everything. Tomorrow we have another great vlogger coming on.
You can listen to Janine tomorrow. Janine will tell you what her favorite go-to protein foods are. If you have any questions about any of the products I've just shown you here, please just send us a message and we'll be happy to let you know anything you've seen here, what exactly we use, what products we use. If you have any questions about any recipes I use, just send me a message and I'll let you know. I'll share what our knowledge that we have, because knowledge is power and we'd like to share that with you. So
have a great week, guys, and much success on your weight loss journey.
Good night.